Welcome to today's English class. Today I'm going to teach about tense. Okay, when you hear about tense, what do you know about we have learned it in previous in our previous classes like 7th standard, 6th standard, all we have learned what is mean by tense, right? Tense is nothing but it plays a crucial role in the English language. Wherever you goes, this tense plays an important role. It generally denotes the time that plays with an action takes place with place, whether sometimes in the past, in the present, or will take some time in the future also. Okay, so you all remember that tense always denote the action that takes place in the particular time. Okay, whenever sometimes it may be present, that means current situation, and or past, or sometime even future. Okay, now we can see the definition of tense. The word tense comes from the noun, as you all know. So, what is meant by tense? A verb based method used to indicate the time, as I already said, it always denotes the particular time that takes place, and sometimes the continuation or completeness of an action or state in relation to the time of speaking. That means it takes tense means the time that takes place for the particular action that has been done, for in present, or it may be past, or it may be future. Okay, I think you have all understand it. It's the word tense is an origin word, takes from the origin Latin word tempus, that means time. Okay, all must remember it. Okay, now we can see the three main tenses that we need to undergo in the rest of the classes. Okay, first, generally, we can see what is meant by tense. Tense is the form of a verb that shows when something happened, or something is happening, or something that going to happen. Okay, as we all know, if we've seen in the previous slide also what is meant by tense, right? It is a form of a verb that shows what something had happened in their life, in the present situation or in the past situation, or something that going to happen in their life or something else. Okay, now we can see the three types of main sentences. Firstly, present tense. What do you know about present tense? Present tense means things that are true when the words are spoken or written. It gives life, okay, in current situation. For example, she goes to school. In this sentence, you can see goes shows that it is a present tense. Goes, that means it's a current situation that is happening in the present situation. Okay, it also suggests that she regularly goes to school. Okay, she goes to school, like that. You are going to school, right? So it all denotes present tense. In the second sentence, you can see that she is going to school. Is she is going to school, is going also represent present tense, right? This says that she is now going to school. It denotes now. What is meant by indicating now? Now means it is denoting present tense that is happening in their life. So, what is meant by present tense? Present tense means that the things that are true when the words are spoken or written, that comes under the present happening things. First, we have seen the example. She goes to school. That means current situation that is happening, that she is going to school. And next, we can see she is going to school. And next, we can see briefly about present tense. Present tense is a verb form which is marked by time. As you all know, tense always denote the time, right? So, Now we can see the present tense. Present tense is used for actions in a time which is happening now. As I already said, the happening that in the present situation. That means now current. Okay, for your kind information, and that is happening every day or sometimes or always or often or usually. Okay, in order to explain and understand present tense, it is useful to imagine time as a line on which the past tense, the present, and the future tense are positioned. What do you understand here? In When we explain about the present tense, we must uh, we must imagine that time is always comes under in even in past tense and future tense, but in present tense denotes it denotes something that happens repeatedly or often happening, or an action follows by another. Okay. Okay. Next, we can see present continuous tense. It you can as you all know, present continuous also known as present progressive tense. Okay. Okay. Which tense is also known as present progressive tense? Present continuous tense. Okay. Okay. Now we can see the use of present continuous tense for something which is happening at the same time of speaking. It denotes present, the present thing that is happening at the same time of speaking. Okay, for something which is happening at around the time of speaking, but not necessarily exactly at the time of speaking. Something that happens around us, okay, at that particular time, but it does not speak about the particular time. That means future meaning when you have already decided and arranged it to do it. For example, the signal words are now, look, listen, at the moment. It all denotes present continuous tense. Something is happening at the same time of speaking or around it, denotes to present continuous tense. Okay, next we can see past tense. What do you know by past tense? Past tense is nothing but things that were true before the words were spoken or written. Okay, past means that was happened previously, before the present. Okay, past tense, last, ago, yesterday, day before yesterday, in 1990, all denotes past tense. Okay, for example, she went to school. In the sentence you can see when shows that it is a present tense, when she already went to school, right? If it is a present tense, we will say she goes to school, right? Now you can identify the difference between goes and went, right? Goes denotes the present tense, and the same time when denotes the past tense that has been already done before the words were spoken or written. Okay, now we can see briefly about past tense. Okay, past tense is a verb form which is marked by time. As you all see, present tense also marked by the term time, and past tense also marked by time. That something that happens in that particular time. The past tense is used for action in a time which has already happened. As I previously said, the something that has already happened denotes past tense. So, went. For example, now we seen went, right? Went also denotes past tense. In order to explain and understand past tense, it is useful to imagine time as a line on which the past, the present tense, and the future tense are positioned. As you all previously seen, we must imagine in all the situation that time is very important while speaking. The something that happens before the time that happens before. Okay, it denotes past tense. Now, Now we can see the words in English that are that have several tenses, including many common past tenses. The two that are used the most are the simple present tense and simple past tense and the simple perfect tense. We can see in depth in the next class. Okay. Now we can see about future tense. What do you understand about future tense? Future that is going to happen. Okay, in past tense, what we have seen, things that will be, that had been happening before the words, right? But here in future tense, things that will be true after the words are spoken or written. For example, for your understanding, I will make you some more easy. Okay, the words like will, shall, can, all denotes the future tense. For example, she will go to school, will go, she will go. That thing that doesn't happen before or doesn't happen in the current situation, going to happen in the future. So the thing that going to happen in future denotes future tense. So here the word will shows that it is a future tense. uh, we can give another example too. She will come to my home tomorrow. The thing that going to happen the next day. So it doesn't happen, or it doesn't happen previously, or it doesn't happen in the current situation. So it denotes the future tense. Likewise, you can put your own examples. For in present, what we have seen, present means she goes. Goes denotes the happening. But in past, we have seen went. She have already went to school, right? So it denotes the thing that the words that happened before. But in future tense, that will be true after the words spoken or written. So will go to school. It refers to future tense. She will go to school. Next, we can see in depth about future tense. Oh, but while seeing the future tense, what can you understand from here? As you see in the present tense and as you see in the past tense, what do you understand from here? The verb form which is marked by time. If you've already seen present tense, also past tense, also the same word that is repeating is time. The time that happens in the particular particular place, it denotes tense. You remember in mind, it will be very very effective and useful in your rest of the English classes. The future tense is used for actions in a time which has not happened yet. So here you can know that in present tense, that present tense say the happening, that it's currently happening. Happened before denotes the past tense, but the it not happened yet denotes the future tense, as you all understand. In order to explain and understand future tense, it is useful. Okay, in order to explain and understand future tense, it is useful to imagine time as a line on which the past tense and the present tense and the future are positioned. So, in the previous past tense also we have seen this line. In the present tense also we have seen this line. From this, what you can imagine that time always plays the major role, even it is a past tense or it is a present tense or it is a future tense. It denotes the time of action that takes place in that particular position that has happened already, or the happening situation, or it going to happen in the future. The three denotes the same thing. Okay. Next, we can see the Now you can see about generally about tense. Okay, for a recap session. Okay, tense can be shown by changing the spelling of a verb. For example, be can become am, is, and are in the present tense. Again, I will repeat, be can become am, is, or are in the place of present tense. But in past tense, we can become was and were. Okay, it can, but it shows tense can be shown by changing the spelling of a verb. In English, future tense is shown by adding will before the word. As I previously said, it denotes it denotes the thing that going to happen in the future, so we will add will before be, so be becomes will be in the future tense. Okay, as a recap, we can see everything once and we can finish the class. So first, what is meant by tense? Tense is nothing but denoting the time of an action takes place, whether sometime it is in the present tense or it is in the past tense or future tense. You imagine, you think about it. Okay, you remember this picture and you write in your exam. It will be very useful. Then we have seen the definition of tense. What we have seen, it is in a verb based method. It indicates the time and sometimes the continuation or completeness of an action or state in relation to the time of speaking something. Okay, it comes from the word Latin tempus, that means time. Next, we have seen that tense is the form of a verb. It shows when something happened or going to something is going to happening, or is going to happen, or it has already happened. Okay. Okay. Next, we have seen the three main tenses. What are they? Present tense, past tense, and future tense. First, we can see the present tense in general. So, what does mean by present tense? Present tense means nothing but things that are true when the words are spoken or written. At the same time, but in past tense, what we have seen, things that are true before the words are spoken or written. Before means past tense, after means future tense. When it's happening is called present tense. So, for in the present tense, we can see the example, she goes to school. So, here, or she's going to school. The both now going and the word goes. The both think both the words denotes the thing that is happening in the present situation. So, it is called present tense. Next, we can see the its parts: present continuous tense and present simple perfect tense. Everything. Okay. In the next video, we can see in depth about it. Past tense, as I have already said, things that were true before the words were spoken or written. For example, she went to school. Here, went shows that it is a past tense. Okay. In future tense, what we have seen, things that will be true after the words are spoken or written. Example, she will go to school. In this sentence, will shows that it is a future tense. So remember, goes means present tense, went means past tense, will go means future tense. So in general, we have seen that be can become am, is, or are in present tense, but in past tense, it be becomes was and were, but in future tense, be becomes will be. Okay. Thank you, class. I hope you all understand this class, this session very interestingly. If you have any doubt,